All right, I'm Nick. We're outside today. Erica's filming. We are going to go over this Sportsman 120 PDL. We just got this one delivered to us from Old Town. Obviously, we bought it. We are a rental dealer, so we can buy them directly from them. We're going to go front to back. It is a little bit different than the top water. This is a 2022. Top water is probably hard to come by now. We did do some videos in the past on the top water. And that video was really geared towards people who live on the coast. I said a lot of things about why I wouldn't use it going offshore all the time. The audience is a bit different than it used to be. A lot of those videos were geared towards people who live directly in the Navarre area. Now, a little more broad range. We'll just go front to back. They have made some changes. We'll talk about those in a minute. Up front, everything's pretty much the same. Drain plugs here. Still has a solid handle. Obviously, it does flex. And that thing pops out. Not a big deal, it's just a cover. You can still pick it up, do what you gotta do. They make it flexible so it's easier to install on their part. Not a big deal, okay? Just for looks. I prefer the handle up here on the big water or the Predator, but just the handle, right? You do have inside of here, the difference here is the Predator, the big water, comes with a battery bag in there. This does not come with a battery bag. Plenty of place to put an extra life jacket, emergency box, tackle, rain gear, whatever you need to do. Obviously, I'm a big fan of internal storage. It makes a big difference. This has that seal. This slides in place. It'll keep water from getting in there, which is nice. The bungee, not a big deal. I would prefer the old system because you didn't get hooks caught in it. These channels right here are for rod storage. You can horizontally store rods. And if you zoom in over here, there is a small groove where the butt of your rod would go down there. Right up front, you have these two locking knobs. Now these secure the bar to the kayak. There are some difference between this and the big water. This piece here up front, you guys can probably see it swivel. It is actually plastic, this piece right here. It's plastic, not really a deal breaker. No one's really had any problems with it. I prefer the metal one myself, but what can you do? They're different sizes. It does a good job, okay? I didn't tighten these down. Remember, we just unwrapped this kayak. Didn't really do anything. That needs to be tightened down still. Same as normal. Just a little lock right here to lock that down so it doesn't go anywhere. You do have your dry storage in here. It is smaller on the Sportsman 120 PDL than it is on, say, the Salty or the Big Water. Perfect to put your phone in there, or anything you need to quickly get access to that you want to stay dry. Let's have these built-in gear tracks. They'll do the job for me. You got a lot of guys who go catfishing and stuff. They want to put bigger ones on here because they say they're flimsy. I don't know. We'll find out, right? You have storage right here. Small tackle box, pliers, whatever you need to put there. Seat is adjustable forward and backwards. I'm pulling up on this. We'll just pull it up out of the way for now. Under the seat, you do have internal storage. A lot of this is just for access for rigging purposes. One thing that's nice, and I'll borrow this camera, one of these things we complain about a lot, and you can see it right here, is that's foam. There's foam underneath both of these tracks, and what that does is when you sit on there, so it doesn't flex as much. Remember, it's out here, it's sunny. This plastic is hot. It's been out here all morning, and that stuff is still durable. You'll be able to sit on it. It won't flex, it won't go anywhere because that foam makes a huge difference, okay? But like I said, this is mostly for access for rigging purposes. You need to run wires through there. It gives you a way to get to the middle of the kayak. These straps, they go around the seat. You should always use these. Tighten that down. That way your seat doesn't wiggle back and forth, keeping that track, especially if you have seat risers on there, right? Obviously, this handle deploys the rudder down, up, nothing to it. Giant cup holder. It actually really is giant. I don't think my little V8 energy drinks will fit in there very well. Probably fall over. We do have 3 flush mount rod holders facing forward, 2 facing backwards. It makes it a fishing kayak, right? It has rod holders now. It's a fishing kayak. Steering knob, left is left, right is right, all that good stuff. The rear tank well. Now, this is one of the changes between the top water and the Sportsman. This thing is giant, right? Plenty of room to put a crate, cooler, whatever you want to put in there, which is cool. Everybody has different needs. Come to the very back of the kayak. Over here, you have this shallow water anchor power pole mount. Tons of companies make different variations of that. There used to be a handle there, which was really, really awkward because you pick it up and it would tip on its side. But now they have these two handles molded into the kayak. Makes a huge difference, okay? Kayak is obviously fairly wide. You can see that it sits on this flat, which means obviously it's stable. 12 foot long, all that good stuff. The rest of the specs on Old Town's website. We'll go through it. We'll make some videos on it. I might take it offshore tomorrow. I haven't decided what I'm going to use tomorrow for the opening day of Red Snapper. But that's that. That's a quick overview of the 2020 Old Town Sportsman 120 PDL. Got any questions? Comment below.